Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 41 before I play any games as a warm up, as I always do. Going to start at the 1 minute mark. It's a little bit of a later stream today. My voice is a little strained from lots of talking earlier in the day. I think my stream has kind of died out a little bit lately, and I don't blame anybody for that because my streams have been lackluster. But sticking with it. Okay, going to start at the 1 minute mark here. Okay. We have bishop c2, I think. Oh. Hmm. We have to take, otherwise he promotes on g1 with check. Might be bishop h5. Check, check. Oh, we can put the other rook in. Here. And then push. Boom, 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 boom. Mate in 2. Check. Yeah, then queen d8 will be mate. Queen d8. Maybe f5. Could it be f5? F-E? Bing, bang, takes. Could even go here. I don't think so. So bing, bang, takes on g6. Here. Push. That's tough. I'm going to go for that. I don't, like, it's not clear to me, but just logically, because, like, if we put the bishop anywhere else, I mean, we have too many squares where it would be equally fine. So that ended too soon. That was really hard. Um, oh, this is a tough batch. King G7 does allow a check. But King G1 allows a pin. King G7, rook C, rook F1 could be maybe an issue. I could see that being an issue. Oh no, I'm threatening mate. So maybe I just don't want to get checked. Check, and then he can go here. So if I go King G8, he attacks. Sorry, I keep thinking about that. So if he defends the bishop, then his rook's hanging. Yeah, so I think I want King G8. Otherwise, King G7, he has check, followed by rook here. Yeah, and then we take, and then we take. Here. That was hard. This is a really tough batch. Okay, there is a fork here. So I could take and then check. No. We take and then check and then take. Hello, X-kin. Yeah, so we take on F7. If rook F7, then we have Queen C1. But he can bring the rook back. Takes. But then I can take it with the queen. Yeah, so I think we're taking here. If he takes the rook first, that could be a problem. But I don't think we take here, because then this never does anything. So rook F7, rook D5. Sorry, knight F7, rook D5. No, but I just recapture. I should be good there. Then we have rook F5. Okay, moving on. I could take and then rook E8. Check. If King E8, then I take the rook. It's actually a fork. That's good enough for me. How am I doing on time? 14 minutes in. Not bad. So we have equal material. We do have a discovery. Not a great one though. Can I take on b6? I think I just go queen b6 here. Okay, we're down a piece and a pawn. So I'm looking at check. He can't recapture because of mate. So it's just a mate and 2. I'd like to queen. So if he gives me a check, I don't have to take it, but yeah, I don't have to take it. So let's say I go king h2. And let's say he doesn't sack the rook. Let's say he queens. I'm queening with check, king h7. Check, g6, and he's holding. You can also just take. What if I take on b2, then d7? Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, so d7, check on g1, king h2, queens. Check, king h7. I already looked at this. I'm hoping it'll change, but it doesn't change. Oops. I don't see it. Hello, Amateur Shock. Wow, I can't, I don't see it. I've been on this for like 20 minutes. I've been on this for so long. I'm nowhere close. Oh, I almost had something, but no. Jeez, it must have been. This must be like half an hour now. Maybe not half an hour, but yeah, like 20 minutes on this. I just do not see it. I'm close to giving up here. And I don't like to give up in puzzles. But I'm not getting anywhere on this. Looking at d7, rook g1, king h2, rook h1, bishop h1, queen, queen. I've looked at this before though. King h7, and I can never get to e4. Wait a second, do I just take the rook? No, my bishop is already there. So maybe I'm happy because I'm just up a piece, right? d7, rook g1, king h2, king h1 check, bishop h1. Yeah. Oh yeah, queen, queen. My queen protects my knight. So I'm up a piece. Okay. So I have to just be careful here. So d7, rook g1, king h2. Like if he immediately queens, that's a bigger problem, I think. Yeah, because here I'm down the exchange. So that's the problem. d7, rook g1, king h2, queens immediately. Now, if I took the rook and then check and then king h2, he can already stop me. I've looked at this before. He can stop my pawn. Damn, I got close there. So what if I go king h2 to start? Because I did look at this before, but it makes some sense because he doesn't have rook g1 now. His knight is probably too slow to be effective to stop. So now if he gives me a check, we can get to transpose to that other line. Bishop h1, I think. Queens, but then he has. Okay, no, then he has queen c8. Okay, so I would have forgot my first line. Yeah, first line. So king h2, rook h1. Repeating won't help me. I would have to take, and then b1, and then d7, but then he can stop me a million different ways. So that doesn't work first. Yeah, that doesn't work first because he can stop me there. I don't know what it could be. I've been on this for like over half an hour now. D7, check, king h2, b8, queen. I am this close to giving up now because this is how long? It's got to be at least half an hour. Whew. What a shame, though, after spending this long on it, to give up. So what was the problem again? So d7, rook g1, king h2, queens was the problem. Check, and I just don't see it. I don't see the continuation. Oh, I don't want to give up. 10 viewers now. Oh my God. I'm. How is this rated 1800? What? Is there something obvious I'm missing? If I move this bishop, maybe I've got king f3. So let's just say I move it somewhere random. Check, and then king f3. He queens, that's not helping me. If I go bishop e2, check, king f3, he queens, it's not helping me. Can't believe how hard this is. I must have been spent 40 minutes on this. This is getting personal now. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm going to guess with D7. I've spent like 40 minutes on this. And it stops too early. It stops too early. Okay, so queens, king h7, and then I didn't know what to do here. Queen d7, how the freaking hell is this 1800? I'm going to read chat now. This was, how is this rated 1860? I'm a piece up? What do you mean? How am I a piece up? I'm down the exchange. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is this? How do we assess this? Like, this is rated 1800, and then you have to find queen d7 or queen d4, and then like this should be like 2500. I spent 40 minutes on this. It's not easy to find moves for black, but I don't. Whoa, sorry, his rook's under attack, right? So he needs to. So maybe his rook ends up being trapped. No, but that's not true. I don't know. This is so freaking difficult. I have no idea how you're supposed to assess that. How that's rated 1800. Crazy. Anyways, moving on. That was annoying as hell. That was absolutely terrible. Okay. Can we go here and then take? I think so. Yeah, then they give us an easy one like that. I'm so pissed at the other one. The other puzzle was atrocious. He's almost in Zugzwang here. This one could be tricky. Okay, so if I hit his knight, and if he doesn't move the knight, like if he moves the king somewhere, I take the knight, and this is winning. So he needs to move the knight. If he goes somewhere strange, like knight g1, then I might have b5. And then he has to move the king, but he can't move, so that drops the knight. So he can't go to b8. So the only other square is, by process of elimination, f8, and then he's dominated after bishop f5. Then he has to move the king or the pawn. If he moves the pawn, I can just chase it, although he can come here then. But then I have king a5 and I'm winning the pawn. Very good sight. So this is 0-4, and then king f. I mean bishop f5. I forget what I looked at. Oh yeah, I said he pushed. So if instead he moves the king first, I think I still go king b6. We're going to have a trebuchet situation here. Or maybe not, because then he could play b5. But it's still zugzwang for him. Then I have bishop c8. So this is purely positional. Yeah, he goes here. And then I think I was going to play b5. Because I guess he can go. Okay, so is that what I was going to do? Because I don't want him going knight c5. Yeah, so I guess he does have d6, but can I take, and then he shouldered out? Yeah, okay. I think I did very well on that one. I covered every angle. Okay, I think his rook is trapped. A very easy one here. Fork on the knight. We are down material even after we take the knight, though. So I might want to give a check with the rook. Ooh, actually queen g6 looks good. Queen g6. If king d8, we have check. I don't know if that's good enough. Probably it is, because then we take the rook with check. I mean, it's not guaranteed, though. Check, king b7. Yeah, that's still kind of tricky. Okay, so check. Yeah, that's a little tricky. I don't think this is quite enough. So queen b6, king d8. Oh, I've got bishop a6. So check. Yeah, and then queen goes back, check here, and then we have bishop a6, and that's got to be good enough. So he has to, if he moves the king up, queen g7, yeah, that's going to be mate. And if he goes here, then that's got to be winning. Check. I mean, it's got to be somehow. So, yeah, so this line, I was going to go check, and then we have bishop a6. Yeah, so take and then bishop a6. Okay. Here we're down a piece. for 2 pawns. Sorry, a piece and 2 pawns. There's a discovery here, so I think it's just knight f3. Mate in 2, just verifying. But that's just a mate in 2. Nice to have a freebie there. Discovered check. So this looks like a mate in 2 as well. Verifying. But it looks, oh, it's not a mate in 2. There is f6. But then just queen f6. So, okay. Oh, actually, you know what? I got lucky. I forgot about this knight on f5. I got very lucky. I will admit it. So if I take the rook, I don't know if is this enough? No. So probably a check and then we take the rook. I mean, that's got to be good. Yeah, last one. We're down a minor piece. His knight, so maybe knight h5. If knight takes, we can take here, which is not mate, but I'm going to get the bishop as well. And that should be good. Because I'll be up a full rook, I think. And we're threatening mate. If he plays something like bishop f8, I can take the knight and then the rook. So this looks good. And I'm done. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. Okay, that was brutal. That took an hour and 1 minute just because of that one puzzle. I spent 40 minutes on that one puzzle, which was a terrible puzzle. Oh, that sucks. Oh well, I got it done. I hated that one puzzle. That was brutal. How come? Yeah. Okay. Time for a game. I'm burned out though. Oh, provisional. He signed up 1 hour ago. Yeah. Awesome. Everybody's got a fake account. 9 wins, 1 draw, undefeated. Brand new account, one hour old. Cool. The worst part of playing online. Okay. I'm going to play e4 today. Need some points. b5, eh? Should I go queen g4 right away? There's knight f6. Don't really. Okay, how castle? Okay, I gotta play quicker. c4, a4. That can't be bad, can it? It's weird though. b4. Do I want a5 there? Knight c6. Actually, if he goes a5, we don't mind that. So I think I can keep this as is. Maybe king h1 right away. Bishop e3 right away. How about bishop e3? So that we can get this other knight developed. Knight c6, what do I want to do? Okay, Scheveningen setup. Yeah, so that's, I mean, there's also c3. c3, a5, and then I can do stuff like this. Because this is not a bad square for me, knight, but it would be pretty happy on c3. Opponent left the game. What does that mean? Okay, he left. I don't know. Had to go to school. I think I got a good position. Probably like plus 0.7 or something. Let's take a look. What's the engine? Boom, 0.1, 0.2. So we got a good position. I played perfectly, but so did he, more or less. We had one inaccuracy. So a4 is, oh, it actually wants a4 right away, but the castling is good too. And then I played a4, so this was good. It's actually the main line. And then bishop e3 looks like it wasn't optimal. It's not even in the top 5, which is crazy. That's pretty crazy. Not even the top 5. I guess there's knight f6. And then we have to put the knight on d2. If I play e5, we're losing a tempo apparently. This still looks good to me. But yeah, what did it want instead of bishop e3? Knight d2 right away. I don't know. I don't quite understand that. And then if knight f6, then e5. Okay, I'd have to look into it. I'm sure there's some subtlety there. And then I play c3, which is the top move. It's also saying a5. I don't know why we would play a5 now. And then c3. I don't understand. It's getting a little too complicated for me. Oh, queen a4. Ah, that's the idea. Okay, but c3 was simpler. And then, yeah, he disconnected or something. I'll squeeze one more game in just because it's kind of weird to play just one game. And that was not a full game. We're white again. It's like I've only been playing white. This guy has a new account. I'm going to try e4 again because it worked so well last game. Ugh, regret it. Instant regret. Now I got to remember all of this. So let's not get too low in the clock. That's pretty odd. I'm a little scared of f4 here because, okay, knight here. Or can I just go, can I do this? Yeah, he's kind of scaring me. He's scaring me with his unusual play here. Queen b6. Okay, good thing he didn't do that. I want to do this, but do we just do that? Because I can't. I mean, I could do this and then come back. I could potentially do that, or I could spend a move going here, which is probably not good. But I really want c3, and I don't have the time to figure out how else to do that. Maybe I should have even considered taking. Okay, so probably take with the e knight. I could maybe take with the queen and then play bishop b5. Oh, but then is there... No, I can't do that. Yeah, so okay, let's stop getting fancy. Okay. Knight c6, do we want to pin? Bishop d7. And then castles. would be okay with that. Is it worth the... Okay. Bishop d3. This pin could become a problem. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but yeah, this is going to be, these are both problematic with my f-pawn having moved. And I don't know what I'm going to do about it. Hello, sad instinct. So bishop c5. If knight b3, maybe I'm okay there. There's, yeah, bishop b5, then queen e2, and I'm threatening bishop e3. That might be playable. No, so maybe he does it with the queen. Yeah, that might be better because he's on b2. Okay, he didn't do any of that. So can I castle? Hello, Danny Jai. So castles, bishop c5. And bishop e3, queen b6. c3. b2's hanging. If I start with bishop e3, yeah, there could be problems. My bishop's unprotected. Okay, I don't know. So castles, bishop c5. Maybe I can just go king h1 at the very least. And if queen b6, king h1 again. Okay, I think I'm okay there. Oh, there is knight g4 though. So castles, let's say queen b6, king h1, knight g4. h3 I should be okay. What am I? Yeah. Wait. Never mind. I should be able to castle here. Getting very scared. I am very scared. So, but do I want to play king h1? Probably. I mean, it's probably good to get off of this diagonal. Yeah, and then if bishop c5, I can just go knight b3. Okay. So king h1 takes, it's similar. I am going to get off of that danger zone and then recapture here. So if he takes and then bishop c5, still knight b3, I presume. It also protects the b2 pawn, so I can play c3. If knight d4, queen b... Okay, yeah, so I think we're doing this. He might go bishop a7. So what about c3 here? That can't be bad, right? So I'm going c3. If he does nothing, if he castles, potentially maybe I should take this pawn because his light squared bishop is pretty terrible. Regardless of what happens, I probably should have taken that knight. He does have a c5 break though after. Yeah, so here I've got knight b3. I could take. Well, now I can take with a queen. So I missed that opportunity. Knight b3, there might be bishop e3. So if he takes with the queen, maybe I still just play here because his bishop is still pretty bad. Okay, let's try that. Knight b3 was a natural move, but this is what I've decided. Although after knight d4, he might just go back, and then my bishop, my dark squared bishop, is pretty bad. He took with the bishop. That's surprising. So, do I have discoveries after bishop d4 takes? I could take on h7, not the best discovery. Actually, never mind. Okay, do I have stuff like this? Sacking a pawn. Close. If he takes with the e-pawn, I think I can take on h6. Oh, that's very dangerous, though. Let's not do that. His bishops are crazy. Yeah, okay, so maybe I should even kick these out. His light squared bishop is really good here, though. So b4, there's still this bishop e3 idea. Yeah, this knight's coming in. Almost want to play g4, but that would be pretty suicidal. Yeah, his position is actually, these bishops are crazy good now. Hello, Nebula. Okay, I'm sure this is not good, but my time's getting low. So bishop e3, I might just trade because his bishops are just so good here. Yeah, I'll play an endgame. And then queen e2. And then if we trade everything, I'm left with a good bishop against a bad bishop. Oh, he's on my pawn. So I might have to go this way. I mean, I could do this as well. And we could try this. C3 is weak. So if he castles, might even be able to do a rook lift there. That could get a little bit dangerous for him. In fact, I think his queen is trapped. In fact, I think his queen is trapped already, which was not my plan. But where does his queen go? Oh my God. His queen's trapped. I don't think he can save it. That was not my plan. I think he's trapped. I mean, I could definitely be missing something here, but let's just go for it. His queen just got too frisky. Okay, and we'll take how? Going to take with the queen. So I cover f5. And now I got to keep up the pace because I'm so good at blowing games here. And it still works. I have a queen for a rook. It's not like I'm up a full queen. Okay, I think I'm going to push pawns. King safety isn't so important here when he has no queen. Okay, I don't want to give him anything though. I mean, it's a little scary. This rook is undefended, but as long as he doesn't take on b4, we're okay. So I might just go rook c2 next, just to. Well, there's no point in that. There's bishop a4. But yeah, I got to keep an eye on this. It's very dangerous. So I'm planning g5, and then if he goes to f5, I'll trade. So if he goes to knight g8, well, his knight, I guess he could come in here, but it's really not great. So it's an easy enough move for me to play. I really lucked out on him getting his queen trapped. 14 viewers now. Okay, so we continue with that plan. And I want to move this bishop just to protect here. So this is how we'll do it. I mean, maybe that was not the best move because c3 was defended. Okay, I don't know where he's going. Oh yeah, I remember why I wanted to do that now, because I wanted to go here, which doesn't actually work. So let's bring in the king first. And then bishop d1, rook a4, try for this break. Or maybe, all right, maybe I can go a4 right away and then take on a6. I don't know. It's a little risky. This is still a lot of work for me. Okay. He wants, okay, new plan. Oh, he gets in here. Okay, I'm going to go back here. New plan is to go to c5. And the reason I put the bishop back on c3 or d3, I want to cover this. Okay, 2.5 minutes. If knight c5, d4, I think I can take. His knight comes in though. This rook is undefended. And this is under attack. Okay, so might have to go here. Okay, at least I'm up on the clock, and then ooh, scary. Okay, so let's just get I don't like being lined up with a queen. That was very scary. So he doubles up here now, and I might lose his pawn. I think I lost his pawn. No, I can move the bishop. So we're going to go this way so that my bishop covers f5. And maybe I bring in the king to help defend the c pawn. Should be a decent idea. So I'll do it. Please don't suggest moves in the chat. And so I'm going to go to d2, and then I might go for a4. Okay, so I don't think he can sack anything here. Queen, I might have queen h6. No. I'm just going to defend and let him flag. Can I go here? Yeah, maybe. That one. Can I go here? kick him out and then take, because I don't want him. I don't know. I don't know if this is any different. This might not be any different. Although I can take on b5 now too. So and if he goes here, so take, and then this is a question. That's scary, actually. He's seeing everything. So I can push, right? Okay, I think I'm okay. Don't want this knight getting to f5. You can also go to d5. Okay. Let's move. He only has 13 seconds. He's playing very well, being down a queen for a rook. Oh, did I blunder that? I'm going to flag here. Okay. I don't know why he let us. It's kind of annoying. I get a little annoyed when they let their time run out like that, because it's like he's not going to mate me. I get annoyed easily, as you can tell. But I mean, like, play quicker. There's no increment. Even if you win my queen here, you're not going to mate me with 2 seconds left. Okay. So he got his queen trapped. Otherwise, it was anybody's game. Yeah, I had trouble finding a plan, but that's because I wasn't spending 20 minutes per move like he was. So yeah, we had this French, and then he played it strange. I don't think knight g8 is good, because I probably would have seen it earlier. I'm not sure if f4 is the best reply though. And knight h6, I don't know. He has f5, but he could, yeah, maybe it makes sense. And then I really wanted to get c3 in, so I just bit the bullet and went for this. I burned a lot of time around here. Like, I was really scared of stuff on the g1 a7 diagonal. The most intuitive move, I think, is knight b3. But I don't know, I felt this was interesting. And then I took the knight because I thought if he takes, I thought no matter like how he takes, he's left with a bad bishop. That was my logic. Knight b3 is probably not terrible though. Even queen b3 might be okay. And then, yeah, then I took, because his bishops were looking mighty scary. And that's why I played b4 as well. And then he got his queen trapped here. And that when I played knight d4, my plan was not to trap his queen. But then I saw it when I was playing rook f3. I saw that his queen is just trapped. And then he did a good job to make me work for it. I think I played well, but he played very well. But yeah, I'm always scared when I'm winning. Yeah, around here I might have. Maybe I could have done something better. I was considering putting the knight on c5. Maybe that's still the best plan, because I put the knight on c5 and then the bishop on d3. Anyways, we were both short on the clock, and then that's how it goes. Let's look at that with the engine. So knight g8. It's actually the second main line here. Well, where else is he going to go, right? In the Masters database, it's been played it's been played 10 times. So it is playable, but it's not optimal. And F4 is actually not the best reply. But that's the graph. So we did pretty well. 92 is not optimal, hey? Too much pressure down here. So it wants bishop e3 right away, and then if queen b6, we can take and then what, castle queenside? I don't know. Doesn't feel like 0.8 to me. It's also suggesting a3, which I have no clue what that's about. Even a3 here is a move. Is it just to stop bishop b4, or was it? Because if I play like something random, long term it might be to stop stuff there, or maybe it helps support b4. I have no idea. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I burned so much time here. A minute to castle. And it actually does prefer knight b3 by a little bit, by like 20, 30 centipawns. Same thing here, it wants to go to b3. Yeah, I didn't consider him taking with the bishop. But it says BC is still, I mean, I'm probably nitpicking here. I mean, both moves are fine. You know, it's a 30 centipawn difference from 0.9 to 1.2. So I'm nitpicking here. It really doesn't matter. B4 is actually the best move. I got scared here and I spent a minute and a half. And I thought this was the best move. Computer says bishop e7 is the best move. But I did think bishop e3 was the best move. But yeah, his queen just gets trapped. So I wish I could say this was all part of my master plan, starting with b4. That would be pretty awesome. If it was a classical, like over the board tournament game, I think I could see that, but I did not see that here. I just wanted his bishop gone. So I got lucky that his queen got trapped. But I think if you're black, like from black's perspective, I think it's easier to see that the queen could get trapped than it is from my perspective as white. And especially, I mean, here he's kind of obliged to take. But before going bishop e3, I think you can kind of see that the queen could get trapped here. And rook f3 wasn't the only way to do it, because his queen can't move anywhere. So we could play any move. And we have time to trap that queen. Yeah. And yeah, the rest of the game was not perfect, but it was good enough. I'm going to leave it there because, well, I had a long day and I have more work to do. So just wanted to get a stream in today, even though I knew I wouldn't have time to do mini games. So I did Puzzle Streak. Took me an hour and 1 minute. 1 minute because there was that one puzzle I spent 40 minutes on, which was a terrible puzzle. Then I played 2 games. I've had so many games as white. Did I play just 2? Yeah, just 2 games. I've had so many games as white. So I won the first game, but my opponent disconnected, and then I won the second game. So rating is still atrocious, but at least I got 2 wins tonight. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with more games than just 2. Okay, take it easy.